Am I the a-hole for pretending I didn't know I was adopted to make my teacher embarrassed? Okay, so I'm in high school, and this was in my English class. Our real teacher is on paternity leave, and we have a long-term substitute. So yesterday, she was telling us she wants us to write personal memoirs about something very important in our lives, and she goes about listing various examples for different students. She told me I could write about being adopted and how I felt when my parents... Now I must have made a face then, because I'm not adopted. I have two dads, but they had me through surrogacy, so technically there was a legal adoption for my non-bio dad, but one of my dads is my bio dad, and my bio mom is my other dad's sister, who donated her egg and carried me. I think it would be a stretch to call me adopted. Also, the sub has no basis to even know any of this, because as much as I've written in classes just that I have two dads. Anyway, she's kind of old school and doesn't like when we talk too loud, which to her is talking at a normal indoor level on group assignments, make any normal faces, and whatever. She basically called me out and making a face and was like, if you don't want to write about being adopted, you can choose another important topic to your life, maybe how you help your dad at home. One of my dads has cerebral palsy and is mostly blind from optic neuropathy. I did write briefly about that in the intro assignment with our other teacher, so he must have left them with her to get to know the class. I was confused, so I said I'm not adopted. She just put her hand over her heart and goes, "Oh, honey." So now my brain, which was lagging, caught up, and I realized she's only thinking I'm adopted because I have two dads. So at this point, I'm like, whatever, I'll just play into it. So I look upset, and I'm like, I didn't know I was adopted. She's kind of panicking a bit and telling everyone to just start writing something. A lot of my friends are laughing under their breath because they know I'm not adopted, so she's telling everyone quiet down and it's not funny and to get to work. I'm like, what do you mean I'm adopted? She's trying to tell me not to worry about it and just ask my dads when I get home. And I'm like, how can I be adopted? So she just sends me to the school counselor, and I told her this story basically, and she basically gave off the vibe that it was a shitty thing to mess with the sub that way. And I could have just explained I'm not adopted because now I've made her worry unnecessarily and embarrassed her. I don't think parts of my life are up to her to decide what I want to share or not, and I feel like it's on her if she feels embarrassed for assumptions she made. Maybe that makes me the asshole. $, teacher assumed I'm adopted because I have two dads. I pretended to be upset like I'm learning for the first time. From her that I'm adopted. B2E, I'm not adopted. Dads had me though, surrogacy.